I'm just going to give you a quick, brief overview of SST for those of you that aren't familiar with us. We're based out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. We've been in business since 1994. We're independently owned and operated, got about 80 employees, and we're managing, or we have in our system, 139 million acres. So, to give you an idea of where those acres are distributed, there's a map of all the fields that we have in our system. You can see we cover most of the major agriculture areas in the United States. That's 2 million unique fields, representing about 200,000 growers. We also have an international presence in Australia, Brazil, and South Africa. So today, I want to talk to you a little bit about Sirrus since we only got 5 minutes. I want to stay highly focused. Obviously, I'm a little biased with Sirrus here. Sirrus is an iPad app and iPhone app. We released about 3 years ago. We've really been trying to hone in on that trusted advisor role and try to push Sirrus to where it can be the help you collaborate between the grower and the trusted advisor. So there's plenty of features in there, and I've listed just kind of some of the highlights here. That's not necessarily everything that it does. But I'm just going to cover kind of 2 of the main workflows that people are using in Sirrus in the field today. So one of the most important things is soil sampling in Sirrus. So people are using Sirrus in the field, and it creates a lot of efficiencies once you've integrated it in with the data processor back in the office. You got your guys out in the field collecting the data, then you have your guys interacting with the grower with the resulting data and things like that. So the first process of soil sampling is usually collecting a good field boundary. So Sirrus has a lot of tools around that. We have the ability to draw it on the map. You can also integrate with RTK and GPS systems that collect highly accurate boundaries. And of course, using the AgX platform, all of that boundary information is synced around to everybody that is collaborating on this field together. So your data processor, the grower, everybody's working with the same boundary and data. We support collecting grid samples, zone samples. You can generate barcode reports once you've collected those samples, include that in with your box of samples to the lab, and those results, once they're created, are automatically uploaded into your account. So no importation process or anything like that. Once those results are available, automatically downloaded into Sirrus, giving you this nice view of summary information. You can drill into that, see the variability across the field. And it allows you kind of to sit down and have a conversation with the grower about where you think, what different things you should do on this field. The next step is then processing that data, processing it into nutrient recommendations. For those of you familiar with SST, we don't make the recommendations for you. We use your logic to calculate the recommendations, push those out to Sirrus, and again, it's a point where you can sit down and have a conversation with the grower and be able to make any edits that need to be made. So the next most important thing, scouting and recommendations. This is, so we have that available on the iPad and iPhone. You can collect any data with our standardized pick list. It's really quick and easy to collect. We have photos available that you can take. You can also then make recommendations. So, and then utilizing our labels to make sure your recommendations are on label. And then be able to generate the report directly from the device and send that out to the grower. Also, with our new dashboards, we're trying to make that push a lot easier and more digital to the grower. So you have the ability to share this data out. You have the dashboard that summarizes it quickly so they can see the data that you've been collecting for them. They see the recommendations that they have to do. And then they could even fulfill those recommendations to complete the circle and communication of what recommendations have been fulfilled, what the weather was like, if they made any changes in products or rates. That can be communicated back to you, so you kind of, everybody collaborating on that field is staying in the loop. So appreciate the time. Thank you, everybody.